I'm Rob Hewitt. I'm his old friend.
Old friend.
Shut the bar down for a second.
David Altschuler. Big Dave. BD. Alt. The big fella. Large guy. The giant ground-dwelling three-toed sloth. These are all of the little nicknames I've given him throughout our relationship. So I met Dave back in 1987. We were newbies at San Diego State. We just moved into apartments about 3 doors down from each other. And he, at that time, was a pizza delivery guy. Driving a piece of crap 1971 Datsun pickup truck. Some of you might even know that one. Yeah. It was such a pile. At one point, the throttle cable had broken on it, and he MacGyvered a string to it. So not only did it not have power steering, it was a manual shift, and he was driving it while pulling the string to give it gas. It was magical. It really was. So we ended up hanging out together. After that, we decided we liked the same kind of music. It was all really obscure death metal. I know you guys probably love all that as well. And then we became roommates down in Pacific Beach. So shenanigans ensued, obviously. We lived on carne asada burritos and Old English 800. Volleyball, surf, a little bit of schooling in there somewhere. And we weren't the polished gentlemen you see now. We actually didn't do much laundry, ever. We shared the same towel for weeks on end. And now I was told that the towel we had was actually a bath mat. So, and when funds got low, which they always did, Dave had a great idea. He said, let's not buy any more toilet paper. Let's use the pages out of the phone book. So, don't knock it. You can get with San Diego County like four months. So, I did that. Hold on. I forgot my readers. Got my wife's glasses. Hold on. Yeah. So some of the highlights were our monthly surf trips down in Baja, partying all weekend long in Tijuana. But it didn't matter. I was always amazed at Dave's work ethic. No matter how overserved we got, how late in the evening we were out, he was the first one up and out the door to go to work or go to school or whatever he was doing. So props to you, buddy. After college, we kind of faded away. I did my own thing, and I kind of faded away from everybody, but the one person who wouldn't let me fade away was Dave. He kept calling me, checking in, inviting me to festivities that he was always in. So, again, thank you for not letting me go. I appreciate that. Speaking of festivities, I was lucky enough to be invited to be in Dave's wedding to this gorgeous supermodel right to my left. And at that wedding, I met one of the female attendees. We hit it off. It was great. We spent the whole wedding together. After the wedding, we went to our respective lives. She went down to San Diego. I was up in Orange County. So we didn't talk after that for about a year and a half. And I was speaking to Dave, and he said, "Oh, by the way, the gal from the wedding is going to be moving up to Orange County. You should look her up because she's been asking about you." So, where she was, right? So I looked her up. We were on our second or third date, and she said, "So why did you reach out to me?" I said, "Well, Dave said that you were asking about me." So, and she started laughing. I said, "What are you laughing at?" She said, "I told Dave I was moving to Orange County." He said, "Oh, you got to look up Rob because he's been asking about you." So neither one of us were asking about each other at all. But Dave thought that we'd be a great match. He played Cupid for us, and she's been my wife for 20 years. So thank you to my wife, Dave. Appreciate that. Where are we going now? Dave has always been a leader. He's been the first of my friends to get married, the first of my friends to have children, and the first of my friends to have a career. I've always looked up to Dave. and not just because he's 4 inches taller than me, but he has been a mentor to me. He's always there to offer great advice when you need it. He's always got a different angle on everything. He's always there to listen to me when I had something to say. He's just very, very, he has a way of propping people up, empowering people, making them feel special. And I think a lot of you have probably felt some of that from him at one point or another. I'm only halfway through now. It has been an absolute pleasure, though, to spend time with Dave and Nicole, watching them raise these two gorgeous, well-adjusted, sweet, caring, athletic young ladies. And I've always admired their parenting style. I've tried to incorporate that into my parenting style. And I knew that they were onto something. About 10 years ago, I went over to their house, and one of them was wearing a Bob Marley shirt, the other was wearing an Iron Maiden shirt. So I thought that was great. So Dave has always been instrumental in introducing me to some just wonderful, great people, many of which I call my really, really good friends. 2 are standing here right now. So thank you for these guys. I really appreciate it. There are many more of you guys. And I just want to say I'm so proud of you from how far you've come. From pizza delivery boy to wiping your ass with the yellow pages to where you are now. So cheers to you and your 50 trips around the sun. Happy birthday, baby.